Nerdrotic.com.
Deadline is reporting that Thunderbolts, Blade, Avengers, Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars among Disney release dates change due to the WGA strike. That's like the...
no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So, again, I was told by someone who has directed a past Marvel project, we'll just say. They said to me, there's no way Disney Marvel is going to be able to work through this strike because of their process. And well, what's their process? He's all, well, they have scripts, but then they completely rewrite them. They scrap them all and kind of make it up as they go.
They've admitted as much
Yes.
in the behind the scenes like featurettes. Like they have writers like Michael Waldron being like, I made a whole script and then they scrapped the whole thing. Yay.
So they can't write anything. And pretty soon there won't be any actors, right? I think it looks like the actors are going on strike in a couple weeks, maybe.
I think the writers' strike, and if the actors join them, is the best thing that we can have right now. Absolute best thing that we can have right now. If you're a fan of actually these franchises, properties, because they can't ruin them while they can't write. Hopefully, we'll get a lot more of these organizations like Warner, etc., ending their contracts. They've ended a lot of contracts with BLM members. Have you seen that?
Yes, they have. And I do believe, I mentioned it in my strike video, that in 2 weeks, they can start, each studio does it differently, but most are under the same agreement and they can start enacting force majeure, which is getting out of contracts. And that starts in 2 weeks. And I don't even know if there's been negotiation at this point. I think they're waiting for the actors to go on strike and then they're going to all, I don't care.
Well, the writers have given a list of demands.
They have, and most of them weren't even responded to. Which means this one's going to go for a long time, like we said. And it's a good thing that they're on strike. It feels like COVID all over again, but it's not.
And the Embracer Group absolutely fucked at the minute, which is phenomenal.
Well, they're laying off
people. Group, which have the rights for the Lord of the Rings,
and they're laying off people.
Tomb Raider, other franchises. They're dumping their franchises.
That was like an investment firm coming in and buying up all this stuff and thought they would get some quick money off it. Then they're like, oh, there is no quick money in entertainment, especially making games. I think they were going to do Lord of the Rings phone games and then like try to get money off of that to fund everything else. And it's like, oh, that's a great idea.
They should make a game about Gollum.
Yeah.
Az is having PTSD.
Yes, he is. It feels like COVID all over again, but it's not. Disney just made a slew of release date changes, many due to the impact of the WGA strike and screenplays not being ready and productions paused. Well, it's not like it's anything new with Disney Marvel delaying something.
Yeah, or screenplays being ready. When was the last time they had a ready screenplay?
Yep.
Don't lie to me.
Well, we already know that the Thunderbolts and Blade are waiting the strike out before rolling cameras. Well, there's no script for Blade at all.
Blades. Dude, that is so fucked. It's got 10 dildos up its ass right now. That fucking front.
I think we will be saying when Blade releases, we'll be like, wow, can you believe they announced this 15 years ago?
Yes. Yes. Kind of like Black Adam. Black Adam was in production for,
Or The Flash.
9 years. Scripts aren't fully ready in regards to the new Avengers movies. Avengers Kang Dynasty, which is very convenient since Jonathan Majors. And Namor is in trouble too. No more means no more. No. Innocent until proven guilty. Goes from May 2nd, 2025 to May 1st, 2026. Avengers Secret Wars is also pushed another year from May 1st, 2026 to May 7th, 2027. 27! Nobody's going to give a shit about the Avengers in 2027, dude.
Especially after the Marvels hits later this year.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon that is going to kill.
Okay,
it's just going to kill everything.
Secret Wars, I think they'll stay with. But like, dude, we're getting another multiverse movie this weekend, right? And I am fucking multiversed out. Like even with Across the Spider-Verse, I mean, that's multiverses are what you do at the end of a story when you need to fix something in comics, when you need to fix effed up continuity. And if you lead to something, you can't get bigger than that. Mueller and I have talked about this on EFAPs. We've talked about it, as talked about it in videos. Like, where do you go from saving the multiverse? That's like the biggest thing, you know?
But there are multiple problems. But how do you return to grassroots level when you're doing all this shit? Everything's a cosmic event now. Cosmic event. And it's just like, we can't relate to any of these heroes anymore because they're doing constant cosmic events. They're not explaining the power levels and the power of the heroes. So they're just firing indiscriminate shit from places. There's no characterization. There's no character building. There's no world building. It's big bad, doing bad. Hero,
well, that's what
fucking bad, fight bad, and everything's bad.
Kurtzman Trek, that's all it is a universe-threatening thing is out there. And what you do is you build up to each one over great, like after Thanos, it should have been Galactus 10 years later. And you ground it and you do the aftermath of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Doom. Phase 4 could have been Doctor Doom.
I agree.
Get it a little bit more grassroots. Get it back on Earth.
Daredevil did it. After the Avengers, it was all the mob bosses taking advantage of the destroyed New York and creating a cabal, and somebody else is working behind the scenes, and Madame Gao and the Kingpin, and that was fucking rad. That's what you do. That's exactly what you do.
We still could have fixed Phase 4 by making it all Mephisto, right?
They could have. And it's not even somebody you even fought. Like you didn't need to fight Mephisto at the end of Phase 4. You just set him up. And then you bring in Doctor Doom. Right? And then you could, you could do, they did. There's a lot of things you could do. You could do a proper Secret Wars. Not a Secret Wars, not the new one, not the Secret War, the Secret Wars.
It's just crazy because I'm absolutely with you. Like, I think an Avengers movie is kind of in trouble if it was to be set to release in 2025. 2027?
Oh.
And that's the thing. I say 2025. It's like, okay, but what about 2023? Imagine it was this Christmas that they're bringing out an Avengers movie. It'd be like, the problem stands. Who is in it? Like, what's going to happen?
I'm going to be
Black Captain Falcon Man, Captain Marvel.
Well, we're going to see if this is the thing. We're going to get all of our information. The Marvels is going to crash and burn. We all know that. Captain America 4, like, can Anthony Mackie carry a Captain America movie? I don't think so.
How are you going to
even carry Alton Carbon?
You're right. And how in the hell is Robert Downey Jr. going to come back in 4 years? I'll be 58 in 4 years. God, that sucks to think about.
I'll be dead in 4 years.
You'll be dead.
Massive heart attack in 2026.
No, shut up. Don't say that. You'll be in shape. You'll be sexy.
You got to stay alive for the next Gollum.
That will
we told you that the 2023 largely was safe in regards to staying intact, knock on wood. But the ramifications of the writer's strike and productions paused will be felt throughout 2024 and beyond. Commence the great release date shuffle by the motion picture studios, who this is the first year they've had a full release slate in almost 3 years. So they just got back. Like some theaters are just surviving. I believe, was it Cinemark just got out of Chapter 11. AMC got saved because it was a meme stock, which was cool. What's funny is like June is jam packed with movies, and then there's going to be a drought. It's going to be crazy.
It was like they got the train back on the tracks finally, and then they ran out of fuel. It's like,
yep.
Like, this is shit.
I think Mission Impossible is going to make fuck ton of money, but other than that, I don't know.
That's a hilarious fight, by the way. Oppenheimer versus Barbie versus Mission Impossible.
Which it doesn't.
Which one I'm seeing.
Honestly, it
the
doesn't.
The funny part is Barbie is not the one that I expect to lose the most out of those three.
No, I think Oppenheimer will do. I don't know how Barbie will do, but as far as like profitability, Oppenheimer will do the worst. It probably costs the most, and like I'll watch it.
People are going to say like it was really good, and the audiences need to know better about watching more sophisticated film.
I'll end up seeing all 3 of those movies. I'm just going to say, right, I'm married, so like I'll be going to the Barbie movie. Like she goes to every superhero movie with me, so gotta take one for the team once in a while.
I've seen a lot of women of a certain age. They were like, I'm looking forward to Barbie. It looks fun.
Yeah. But Mission Impossible is the one I think everybody would prefer to see. That's the one I want to see.
I am so excited. I think that's my most anticipated movie of the year.
I would say, that
Dune was great. So
it was awesome.
That Dune 2. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Dune 2 trailer on that IMAX. I was in proper IMAX last night. It looked good. That looked really good. And the best movie I've seen this year so far is Sisu. Cost 6 million euro. Also, the other delay here with the MCU titles is that Disney wants to make sure they're better. Right. Better than they've been doing from script to stage to VFX in the wake of fan pans. Is that what we are? Pans? We're panning as fans?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah.
Well, it means we're criticizing it. So, I mean,
we tend to criticize things which are shit. Maybe stop putting out shit.
At least they didn't say bigoted fans. Okay, so I guess progress, not perfection, right? And lower post-pandemic box office results for some films as The Eternals, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Guardians is doing good, but it's not doing as good as Guardians 2.
Yeah, like I think the bar has been set really low for a lot of people talking about box office results. It's like, you understand, they want these movies to be making over $1 billion. That was what they wanted. It's like fucked. The whole machine is fucked.
Oh, and don't get the Flash needs to make $1 billion. Guardians needed to make $1 billion. Ant-Man needed to make $1 billion because the investors who don't watch this shit do not know the difference between Endgame and Ant-Man. They don't. No. They're just like Marvel movie. That's why when they announce their schedules, there's some like generic or future Marvel movie. Like they won't even give it a title. That's how the investors see it. We just need to block out a weekend.
Movie 26.
Marvel movie 27, exactly, at the end of each quarter, so we can make the investors happy and maybe start giving out those dividends again, which Disney wasn't doing for a while. And that's why a lot of things suck. Then there's the writers. They suck too. First major change is that untitled Deadpool movie will fire off next summer, May 3rd, while Captain America Brave New World, followed by Captain America 5, January 6th, gets pushed to July 26, 2024.
I want Captain America Brave New World to release
on January 6th. Yes. Gets pushed to July 26th. Thunderbolts will stay in 2024, moving off July 26th to December 20th. Deadpool 3. Wait, I just confused myself with that one. Dude, Thunderbolts stays at 2024.
How that last Suicide Squad movie, how did that do at the cinema?
Well, not great.
Not great.
No, not great. Not great. Fucking disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. And it wasn't that bad a film.
No, it wasn't.
I quite liked it. What? Who the fuck gives a shit about Thunderbolts?
It's not even the proper Thunderbolts, dude, from the comics.
Oh, it's all the rejected characters that have been in movies for 5 minutes.
Remember the villain from The Wasp and Ant-Man?
No.
Nobody does.
That's right. So Thunderbolts stays in 2024, moving off of July 26th to December 20th. Deadpool 3, in a vote of confidence, moves up from November 8th to May. Well, dude, that's an obvious choice because that's a movie people might want to see. Another multiverse movie.
I mean, we got another one coming next year with Beyond the Spider-Verse as well, right?
Yep. The Fantastic Four shifts deeper into 2025 from February 14th to May 2nd. And apparently they're having a very hard, that cast that was announced is that. So they're in negotiations, and
It's going to cost too much money.
And it's according to Grace. So it's going to cost too much money. Grace was right about something.
First family of Marvel.
The first family of Marvel, they can't get this thing off the ground. And quite frankly,
First family of Marvel.
They had a good director, and they let him go. They let him fucking go. So Avatar 3 officially is delayed a year. I'm so not surprised from this one. From December 20, 2024 to December 19, 2025. And it will make lots of money. And by mid-February of 2026, the movie will be completely forgotten. From December 18th, okay, so which pushes the other sequels from James Cameron as Avatar 4, shifts from December 18th to 2026 to December 21st, 2029. Avatar 5 goes from December 26th, 2028 to December 19th, 2031. Holy shit.
Right, I'm definitely going to be dead then.
Dude.
And we can't have any complaints about that.
Do you think anyone's booking their seats ahead of time or free time off? They're like, gotta get that. That Avatar movie.
That is like, we're getting like almost 10 years away, dude. That's fucking nuts.
It's insane.
That is absolutely insane. Movies might not be a thing in 2031.
We're waiting for Avatar 3 to come out, and they're saying 5's coming out in 5 years.
No, 5 is coming out in 8 years. It's 2023. It is 8 fucking years away, dude.
Well,
7 or 8.
They're all going to get pushed back.
Don't think that other Terminator film is going to happen, though. While these scripts already are locked, the shift of the movies due to the WGA strike is pushing the Avatar sequels around. Producers John Landau said the following about the movies. Each Avatar film is an exciting but epic undertaking that takes time to bring to the quality level we as filmmakers strive for the audiences have come to expect. The team is hard at work and can't wait to bring audiences back to Pandora in December 2025, and then the 5th one in December of 2031. You'll be able to take your flying car. And you'll be immortal. So, if you die of boredom, you'll be brought back to life.
And there'll be locusts at the concession stand.
You can send your replicant to go see it for you.
Ooh.
There you go. And then it'll rebel and kill us all. Hey, we got to the Star Wars. We got to the Star Wars.
The Star Wars. My favorite. That's my favorite.
The Star Wars movies, which are still being baked. You got to be baked. To like that shit. Yeah. And I don't think that'll help. Now, you tell me, 420 enthusiasts, does that help enjoy a Disney Star Wars movie? It probably makes it worse. Are getting kicked down the road like cans. Oh.
No way.
I am so shocked. One of them goes from December 19th, 2025 to May 22nd, 2026.
Get to a point, do you think, where we will actually be saying it's been 10 years since a Star Wars movie came out? Disney would try to fucking farm that shit. Of course, hope so, yeah.
Rise of Skywalker came out in 2019?
19.
Yeah. We're getting close. We're getting there.
Keep on pushing.
May 22nd, 2026. Another untitled one gets added at December 18th, 2026. You heard it here first, folks. These will not happen. These will not fucking happen. These movies will not be out in May of 2026. And then in December 18th, 2026, these movies will not happen. They will not fucking happen.
I think they're dumb enough to make that Rey one. I don't know. I just feel it. I got a vibe.
Dude, I think they're gonna make it.
Dude, they got a real live writer to do it too. Stephen Knight. They did. He's legit. I think he will leave. I think he will turn in the script. Mm-hmm. And then they hand it off.
What is this?
To the feminist documentarian director, who will go, this is too patriarchy. I want to make men uncomfortable by turning down their script. Boop, boop, boop. That's what she'll do. So the MCU is delayed. Star Wars is delayed. Disney is delayed, and they can't afford this delay. They are fucked right now, and I couldn't be happier. I don't.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yes!
This is absolutely catastrophic for them, isn't it?
This is.
Yeah, I know. That what makes it even better.
And the writers are like, we got him now. No, you don't. No, you don't. Half y'all out there, if you're all, I know every writer in the WGA they're picketing, they're listening to the real BBC right now. Listen to me right now. To the good ones, go make your money. Swim in piles of cash. We love you. To the rest of you, trade school, because that's where you're going to be. You're all going to be out of work.
Trade.
This is a purge. This is a purge that the producers knew was coming. And you had your chance. The last 4 years, it should have been a renaissance with the streaming, with the transfer to prestige TV. And you all fucked it up because you lost your mind over a fucking president and then a pandemic, and you all outed yourself, not all, most, outed yourself as a bunch of authoritative fucking assholes. Mm-hmm. Who rooted on cities burning, who rooted on people getting a jab that they didn't want to fucking get. You didn't back up your fellow actors who refused to get it. Some solidarity there. Even Fran Drescher, who led the SAG, was against it. And they couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't do anything about it because they're all a bunch of fucking honks for the state. And look at you now. Yeah, I think we can do with a purge.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.
Hey, if you like what we do here at Nerdrotic Daily, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you could do that with your favorite YouTuber as well, I'm sure they would appreciate it as much as I do.